Fire them up.
So they have to come down and take a lap under caution?
Maybe not. They might, since they give it to them up there, they'll come by the start-finish line, of course.
Well, the lights are on. Let's see.
Right here, and then up by there one more time.
So they will take a lap under caution.
So that's 108. They'll take the green on 109.
3 to go. Okay.
There's a yellow flag.
Exactly like the NASCAR rules.
Coming back to us. The 22 car on the line are out.
Just about to get the green flag and complete this Save Mart Kragen 350K from Sears Point Raceway. They will come down and complete lap 109 and get the green flag. Jeff Gordon, Mark Martin, Rusty Wallace, John Andretti, and Dale Jarrett are the top 5. These last 3 laps should be something to watch.
Yep, I think you're right, Bob.
I think this break had to help Jeff Gordon because he was exhausted. We've talked about it all day long. He isn't feeling that well. Has to help. And he also was able to get some water back there and a little bit of fluid. You know he feels a lot better than he did 30 minutes ago.
All the drivers were offered a drink of water during this red flag period, and of course most of them took advantage of it, including Jeff Gordon. So here we go now with the final 3 laps of the race. Pace car pulls off the racetrack. Gordon cleans the tires to make sure all the rolled up debris is off the tires and that the tires stick well as he approaches turn number 1. Here we go.
Got himself a good jump. Got about 3 car lengths out in front of Mark Martin. Back there for 6th place, there was a big bottleneck going up into the turn. A couple of cars got off in the dirt, but they're okay. If you watch Mark Martin try to move in.
Maintains the lead as they come down toward the chute. Mark Martin less than a car length behind, then a couple of car lengths separating Mark from Rusty Wallace.
So apparently there was no problem with Rusty Wallace. He just got off course there. We speculated that maybe he might have had a problem with tire go down or something, but that's not the case because he's still running good.
Now, this is a spot that Mark Martin has been gaining. He's been out breaking Jeff Gordon going in turn 11. That's 10. They approach turn 11, coming out for 2 laps to go. Can Mark outbreak Jeff this time? No, not this time.
John Andretti is going by Rusty Wallace, takes over the 3rd position, and Kyle Petty has moved all the way up to 6th. He's got about a number of cars since the green flag flew.
And there are 2 laps to go now as Gordon heads up the hill once again with Martin in hot pursuit. We want to remind you of a couple of things. First of all, the X Games at 9 o'clock Eastern time on the Deuce. And stay tuned. As soon as we get the checkered flag, we're going to be throwing you back to 3Com Park on the south side of San Francisco and John Miller for tonight's baseball game involving the Giants and the Dodgers.
Turn 7 where Jeff had a problem earlier today, got off the course. This time he gets through.
Martin has only won 1 race so far this year. That was at Rockingham. Sterling Marlin is off the racetrack. As once again, Gordon comes down through turn number 10 and comes to turn 11.
Coming down for the white flag, Mark. You've got 2 more chances at your best spot.
Looks like Jeff.
Oh, and Mark
really sideways.
He really tried. He got a little bit too deep. Got the back end out. Jeff Gordon will take the white flag.
1 more lap to go. Here's the white flag coming out for Jeff Gordon. There will be a couple of more opportunities that Mark will have to make the pass, but so far Gordon has been successful holding him off.
Right here, Mark's been getting through this corner. I thought maybe he might try to drive under. Could not, as Jeff gets to that corner well.
John Andretti has moved into 3rd position.
And I mentioned a moment ago that Kyle Petty moved to 6th. He's dropped back to about 8th now because Jimmy Spencer has moved up to 6th.
No driver has ever won 4 consecutive NASCAR Winston Cup races on a road course. If Jeff is able to take the checkered flag, he will be the first driver ever to do it. He's through turn 7. There was a good passing opportunity for Mark, and now really there's only 1 more, BP.
Turn 11, this is the S's. Mark is right there. He's on the back bumper, and he's driving his heart out. So is Jeff. The left-hander turn 9. They'll go back to the right at 10, and then down for 11. Downshifting on the brakes hard.
Martin is trying everything he can to pull even and pass Jeff Gordon. He's got 1 last shot. He looked like he might try from the outside. Now he goes to the inside, but no, the car is sideways on him once again. And here comes Jeff Gordon to take the checkered flag and win the St. Mark Kragen 350 at Sears Point. His 4th road course win, 2nd here at Sears Point. And the 4th win of 1999. He also won the Daytona, Atlanta, and California. He's going to go to our McDonald's Winners Circle later tonight, we will have the interview for you on RPM tonight. Jeff Gordon wins here at Sears Point. Now let's go to 3Com Park in South San Francisco for tonight's baseball game. Here is John Miller. See you, Ned.
All right, Ned.
Okay. Now, news. I'm ready. Okay. Congratulations. That was a hard-fought victory on a hot day.
Really was, and heroic effort by Jeff Gordon and the guys that put this car together. And we always got to thank God first for giving us the opportunity to do this. But I'm going to tell you, I'm the luckiest guy in the world to be part of a team that's got heart like that. He was pretty sick from about halfway on, and like I said, I can't take a lot of credit on the road course. The driver and the guys that work on the car, the brakes, the gearing, Ed Guzzo, Brian Watts, all those guys. So, you know, I'm just very lucky to be part of this group.
He did apologize to you guys after the race, saying he almost lost that one for you.
Well, he's won plenty of them for us, and he didn't lose that one for us. So it's just a great feeling. I want to say hi to Rick and everybody home, and I'm going to let him thank our sponsors, but they're awful important to us.
That's 4 straight wins on a road course. It's never been done before in Winston Cup racing.
Didn't realize that. It's a good feeling. It was a hard-fought race, and Mark drove him clean. You know, Mark is a great driver too, and he probably could have punted us there a couple times, and he didn't. So, you know, I'd like to thank him. And again, it's just it's great to be part of this group, Bill.
How critical was it to start on the pole here? That's back-to-back wins from the pole.
It was probably a momentum thing, a good motivational thing. We needed some things to pick us up to show that we could win again. You know, when you don't win in a while, you feel like you're never going to win again. So the car's been good since we unloaded it, and it was very important to him, you know, kind of in front of the hometown crowd here to get a win, and it was great to sit on the pole, too.
Had you talked about the three straight second-place finishes, that you were close?
Not really. You know, we were happy with those. After you go through a few 37, 38 finishes, second place seems pretty good. So we just kept working at it, and we knew that we'd have a shot here today.
Thank you.
What's the deal here on that?
We may have to do a medical thing here first. Let's see how he is before we get to him. Would you get him some air, guys? Okay, we're ready when you are, guys. Can I go anytime? Yeah, he's just going to sit in the car. Let me just... Come on in, Brady. Well, Jeff Gordon has pulled in the victory lane, and he will get a nice big cold drink and a big kiss from wife Brooke, and Jeff physically trying to endure. First of all, I got to congratulate you, Jeff, on an outstanding effort physically in the car today.
Thank you, Jerry. God was certainly on our side today. You wouldn't believe the things that happened to me out there today. You know, just the things you saw were only half of it. Right before that first pit stop, my seatbelts came undone. You know, I went off the track, I was missing gears. I mean, I made a lot of mistakes today, and a lot of it was because I just wasn't feeling good. I don't like to use that as an excuse, but I was just beat. You know, Mark Martin ran me really hard, and he's awesome. And I tell you, I really thought he had us there. But guys on this DuPont Chevrolet, they were awesome today. I want to thank Ray Evernham and all these Rainbow Warriors. Say hey to Rick at home. God's blessing him, and he's blessing his team right now, and we're very thankful.
You said earlier that you were tired, you needed some water, you needed some ice, and I guess the team was a little bit concerned. Before the race, you had laryngitis, but didn't seem to feel that bad, but I guess the energy went away pretty quickly.
Yeah, it started to kick in after we ran quite a few green flag laps, and, you know, it was more than laryngitis, I guess. I mean, I was real dehydrated and just real hot, and you know, just wasn't hitting my marks. I could tell I was just kind of getting worn out, and I wasn't as sharp as I was. I started making mistakes, and that's when Mark started catching us. And thank goodness the cautions came when they did, because they saved us.
The red flag had to help quite a bit. And then we had a bit of Watergate over there where some of the workers had a bottle or two of water, and the rest of you guys were having to wait and sort of wonder if you were going to get a swig.
Yeah, I guess Rusty was on the deal back there. I looked up in my mirror, and somebody's taking him some water, and I was wanting some water pretty bad. It was hot out there, let alone when you're just sitting still. And, you know, it was nice to finally get some water. I mean, you don't want to see a red or a caution anytime. I wanted to just see it go green or, you know, go right back to green, because I didn't want my tires to sit any longer than they had to. And, you know, again, great day. Just want to thank God, thank all of our sponsors, DuPont Automotive Finishers, Quaker State, GMAC, Advanced Auto Parts. We got a lot of sponsors. Chevrolet and Goodyear. It's a great day for us, and, of course, Pepsi.
Jeff, this was the turning point a year ago for you. You guys reassumed the point lead and never looked back all the way to the stage in the Waldorf in New York. You're not going to be in the points lead, but you're back headed in the right direction with the win today. Is this the momentum you needed for the second half?
Yeah, this is great momentum. You know, we've been knocking on the door the last 3 weeks, finishing second. I knew this was going to be a big motivator for us to come out here to Sears Point. When we sound the pole, I felt really good about that. And then this sore throat thing came along, and I knew it was going to be a tough day for us. I never dreamed we could win, but things worked out right for us. We got track position when we needed it. We were strong on new tires. Mark was a little bit better on old tires, but it's so hard to pass out there. And track was coming up, so it made it even tougher.
He is a big fan of the X Games. He said earlier in the week, I'm a little too old for the extreme sports, but he was an extreme contender today. Jeff Gordon in victory lane, the first one ever to win 4 road course races in a row. Ricky Rudd, a wild one here in the final laps. What happened up there?
Well, I guess what triggered it, Rusty got off the racetrack up through the S's. He missed the first left-hander and went out through the dirt. Just didn't even try to turn. He just went on straight on through the dirt. When he did that, I saw it. I said, should I back off or should I drive around? I said, heck, it's 7 laps to go, whatever it was. There was not many laps left. I said, if I drive around him, you know, there's another spot. That'd have been 3rd spot. Well, he didn't have no control when he was getting ready to come back on the racetrack. So I saw him getting ready to come back on. So I went wide to miss it. When I did, I got out in the marbles, and then it was all over with.
You had kept that Tide ride so clean today, had a good run going.
We didn't have a mark on the car. You know, the car was running well, and, you know, it's kind of mixed emotions. You know, we just can't seem to buy a good finish here this year. But on the other side of that, here we are. Really could have been a factor for the win if those 2 in front of us or 3 in front of us got to banging. And like I said, I just was moving by Rusty for 3rd, and had a big...
Ricky Rudd, a wild one here in the final laps. What happened up there?
Well, I guess what triggered it, Rusty got off the racetrack up through the S's. He missed the first left-hander and went out through the dirt. Just didn't even try to turn. He just went on straight on through the dirt. When he did that, I saw it. I said, should I back off or should I drive around? I said, heck, it's 7 laps to go, whatever it was. There was not many laps left. I said, if I drive around him, you know, there's another spot. That'd have been 3rd spot. Well, he didn't have no control when he was getting ready to come back on the racetrack. So I saw him getting ready to come back on. So I went wide to miss it. When I did, I got out in the marbles, and then it was all over with.
You had kept that Tide ride so clean today, had a good run going.
We didn't have a mark on the car. You know, the car was running well, and, you know, it's kind of mixed emotions. You know, we just can't seem to buy a good finish here this year. But on the other side of that, here we are. Really could have been a factor for the win if those 2 in front of us or 3 in front of us got to banging. And like I said, I just was moving by Rusty for third, and had I been content just to say, hey, okay, I'm gonna ride here and I'm gonna finish fourth and have a good day, I'd have still been out there running. But I said no. You know, the competitor in me said, hey, there's a spot, go take it. And I was still trying to win this race. And, you know, kind of in a way I could be mad at myself on the other side, but I'm happy that the Tide Ford Taurus run good and was in the top 5, top 10 most all day.
And we're happy that he's okay, Bob.
Okay. Highlights of the Save Mart Kragen 350 NASCAR Winston Cup race from Sears Point Raceway in Sonoma, California, the 16th race of the 1999 NASCAR Winston Cup season. Let's now move ahead in our coverage. Promoing points. Well, we can promo qualifying. Daytona qualifying. How about the X Games? Yep. You're watching highlighted coverage of the Save Mart Kragen 350 NASCAR Winston Cup race from Sears Point Raceway. Boy, those people are shocked. Hey, Mikey, the 2 words are roll it. You're watching highlighted coverage of the Save Mart Kragen 350 NASCAR Winston Cup race from Sears Point Raceway in California. This is the 16th race of the year. After 15 events, Dale Jarrett has an 89-point lead on Bobby Labonte, with Jeff Burton third. The defending series champion Jeff Gordon is in 5th position, and the leading rookie candidate Tony Stewart is in 6th. Dale Earnhardt is 7th in the points. We'll be right back.